Oh, thank you, Georgia. That was the fact that was a nail biter.
That was too close.
It was too close.
That was way closer than I thought it would be.
I went back to my Grey's Anatomy addiction. I was like, I
Oh,
can't.
it was not-
He's gonna win. He's gonna win, but I just can't.
In fact,
I can't watch.
I'm surprised they called it so early because
9:30, right?
Yeah.
No, it was
called
earlier than
first.
that.
Huh?
It was earlier. It
was earlier than
it was like around 8. I think it was around 8 o'clock when Dave Wasserman
8 o'clock,
put his
Eastern.
tweet out.
It was 9:30. Yeah, that would have been Eastern. Right.
9:30
Yeah.
Eastern.
Yeah.
Dave Wasserman called it first, then multiple outlets. 51-49 Senate. Haha, neener, nanny boo
Yeah.
boo.
So that
Oh my
rendered-
God! Even Fox News put up an entire graphic of all of the Trump candidates that lost. And if you want to watch something that makes you really happy, watch the clip of Laura Ingraham.
Oh
pissed.
yeah, she's pissed.
I'm mad tonight. I'm pissed. Is it wrong that just makes everything better?
Oh, yeah.
When we win, like it helps the Schadenfreude, just how mad they are on Fox. Has there been a statement yet from the 45th President? No.
Have not seen anything about that one. He put
No?
out statements about other stuff yesterday.
Yeah, he posted about the other thing he was in the news.
Other things.
Oh, you mean criminal organization, Trump organization?
Yeah.
No, we don't have to say alleged anymore?
Trump
Not
criminal-
alleged criminal organization?
15.
I think 17.
Was it 17?
17 was the number I saw.
Guilty.
They found 2 more.
Get used to it, MAGA dip. Guilty. Just the beginning. January 6th committee going to make criminal referrals. Yes!
Unfortunately,
He sent subpoenas out to all the states.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes!
Oh, Jack ain't messing. Jack does not play.
yeah. The
Yes.
Trump organization is set up in order to shield, like purposefully, in order to shield
Right.
Trump and his family from this sort of thing.
Yes.
But it's a start.
Yes. It certainly is.
It is.
It's who's our legal lad? Harry Littman said convictions of Trump org have to embolden Bragg to go after Trump on the renewed investigation of the Stormy Daniels fraud.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what does Glenn Kirshner always say? Someone take the maiden legal voyage.
Yeah.
Well, Alvin Bragg, I don't think is the most courageous, but whatever gets us through
Yeah,
the night,
what
whatever
gets
gets
us
us there.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, if this is
By any means necessary.
right, if this is the thing that makes you have to go, okay, look. He is a private citizen. There is none of these rules. There's no Bill Barr. This is a private criminal.
He is not bulletproof. He's just managed to avoid taking the blame for this many years.
Yeah. So Stormy Daniels states, don't blow it this time. I was waiting all night to do that joke because
It's a little old.
joke.
And it doesn't sound like that.
No, it doesn't sound like that. Does
Nope.
not sound like
If
that.
it sounds like that, you're doing it wrong.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. Well, what does it sound like with a tiny orange mushroom? What is it?
Doesn't sound like that either.
No.
It really doesn't make a noise.
Bing, 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 bing. Like what?
No, it can.
Well, yeah, if you're sloppy.
Has anyone ever sucked on one of those little mushroom caps from the salad bar? What does that sound like? Can someone call and do that? Does someone have one?
Can someone suck a porcini mushroom for us today?
Yeah, just call and suck a little tiny mushroom on the phone for
What
us.
the hell are you asking?
I don't know. I'm very, very
That
tired.
could lose our FCC license.
Okay. Oh, also, thank you, Rocky Mountain Mike, for your apology. It's much appreciated. He said, I want to apologize for not making REM's Losing My Erection available this morning.
Thank you.
What are you, just laying around eating bonbons?
I mean, if you don't use it today, you're not going to be able to use it ever.
Rocky Mountain Mike, who does the most brilliant song
does.
parodies in the world for free. I just went all Cynthia Oxney there for a minute. It's like, how dare you not have that ready? Okay. Pardon me, I'm still a little phlegmy. We're phlegmy and happy in the morning,
You're
everybody.
Flemish?
Good bud.
Yeah, because it was still a good morning, even though I'm super phlegmy still.
There's a lot of good news yesterday.
Yeah, and
A
it was
lot of news, period, yesterday.
Yes, Kyle Cheney tweeted, hard to imagine a worse first month of a presidential campaign than Trump has had. SCOTUS gives House Democrats his tax returns. Appeals court throws out lawsuit over Mar-a-Lago search. Secret court ruling requires ex-White House lawyer to testify in January 6 probe. New York jury finds Trump organization guilty. I'd say that we're off to an excellent start for Trump 2024.
And Alan Weisselberg,
I'm mad.
he cooperated, and he's still getting a hell of a lot of jail time. Wow.
Is anyone really supposed to think Trump of the Trump organization had no idea about this massive 15-year criminal scheme going on? Give me a break. Oh, well, I could give me, but that's not what I meant.
You give
Okay.
yourself you every morning.
Just saying. God bless the United States, right? God bless. Thank God.
God bless the United States.
What the hell, Herschel has come to a merciful and, oh, dear God, Don't you feel like he seemed relieved? It's like, it's like Eddie Murphy at the end of Trading Places. Oh, thank God. Can I go home to Texas?
His concession speech actually sounded
Yes, you said
coherent,
that. Right.
and sounded like if he would have.
Where the hell was that Herschel?
If he had run, if that Herschel had run,
I know.
he might have.
He still has head injury.
I
Herschel,
know.
but okay.
I hear what you're saying.
I know,
Stephanie.
but just a Republican conceding, you're like, what the? Oh my God, what's happening? Right?
A Trump Republican.
Yes.
We've had a tough journey, have we not? But one of the things I said is when they called the race, I said the numbers doesn't look like they're going to add up. But one of the things I want to tell all of you is you never stop dreaming. I don't want any of you to stop dreaming. I don't want any of you to stop believing in America. I want you to believe in America and continue to believe in the Constitution and believe in our elected officials most of all. Continue to pray for them because all the prayers you've given me, I felt those prayers.
Wow.
He sounded
Coherent?
Yeah.
A little bit for him?
Well, I mean, for him.
If he would have talked like that during the campaign.
I mean this seriously. I hope he gets the help he needs because that was what was horrible to watch during this whole sad spectacle, among other things. But, excuse me, I'm sorry. The phlegm has not left me.
You know, right now, Lindsey Graham just checked his text message saying, new phone, who dis?
Yeah. Anyway, because we also were talking, the other really sad news was that Ted Cruz's 14-year-old daughter was tried to...
Hospitalized last night.
Yeah, self-inflicted stab wounds, and that's just incredibly sad. Whoever you are, on whatever side of the partisan divide.
But points the need for mental health care.
Yes, yeah.
For everyone in this country.
No, I mean, just we were having the conversation about Herschel Walker, and then this news broke as well, and it's
And I mean this sincerely, that the family needs some privacy at this time.
Yeah. And it Kurt Bardella and others just tweeted information about if you're feeling suicidal and whatever. You know, we've done a lot of work with the Trevor Foundation, and it's, which, by the way, I've been thinking a lot about lately because of all these attacks on LGBTQ clubs and, drag shows and all of that, that I'm sure the Trevor Project is, gay kids wanting to commit suicide has gone way up as well. It's the holidays. So
this time of year is always a bad time of year.
Yeah, please pay attention to people you love if they you feel like they need help.
Make sure that they know you love them.
Yeah, no, exactly. Jen Psaki made a great point. I have to say how also momentous this is because a lot of people have said Georgia's not a red state; it's a voter suppression state. When I looked at mail vote, it was down 80%. That was by Republican design.
Yep.
They made it as hard as possible for you to vote by mail. They took away drop boxes. They took away, what do you call it? You couldn't send out even vote by mail things.
Right.
You couldn't, and it is exclusively because that's how Democrats won. They're like, oh my God, we have to stop this.
Even Newt Gingrich is coming around. Oh, maybe we should look into this vote by mail thing that the kids.
All the kids are doing since 19
right.
Well, even this morning they were pointing on Morning Joe. John Hummel pointed out Donald Trump, who kept saying vote on the day of the election, vote on the day of the election. What he didn't say was keep the polls open till 9 o'clock. They closed the polls at 7 o'clock. It's hard for people to go after work.
Yeah, and it rained part of the day, which is the other reason that people shouldn't have to get off work, get childcare, and stand in the rain for hours. It's insane. It took me 2.5 seconds to vote. My ballot came in the mail. I walked to the end of my driveway, put it in my mailbox. That's what we should make it as easy as possible to vote. It's just... Anyway, so the fact that Raphael Warnock overcame all that, the rules that Republicans have put in place, Jen Psaki said, as we watched Georgia tonight, early vote was big and big for Warnock, but that is despite the fact the Georgia voter law cut the number of early vote days from 3 weeks to 1 week, cut resources available to local counties, and made it more difficult for voters to drop off ballots. Republicans are scared to death of people voting. And by the way, thank you, Gen Z, again, because... God bless the people that are trying to overcome. But by the way, it does not inspire me when I see long lines. It pisses me off when I see long lines. People should not be forced to wait in long lines, and they surgically target voters of color and students, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Victor Shee wasn't having any of it.
No, Victor Shee was not. My tiny baby was not having any of it.
Wonder how his final went.
Let's find out. Let's find out how the baby's
You
final
don't
went.
get grades the next day.
I feel like he did not take seriously as a USC theater major my offer of help on his UCLA exam yesterday. I felt I could be of some assistance. I don't even know
Okay, your finals consisted of soliloquies. His did not. His was actual stuff.
Yeah, what would your...
I remember when I wanted to join the Peace Corps after college, my brother's like, "Oh, what are you going to teach them how to act like they're not hungry?"
Oh, that's kind of funny.
That's funny.
That's
Your brother's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's funny. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Mrs. Betty Bowers tweets, "Fun fact, you can now drop the allegedly when you say, right, the Trump organization is allegedly a criminal enterprise operated like the mob."
Yeah.
Right? Ipso facto? Stare
Yes.
decisis?
Yes.
Because you're the one who always makes me throw in allegedly.
Because
Not allegedly
I'm
anymore.
trying to protect
Criminal
you.
organization, Donald Trump.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trump organization.
Donald
Pardon
Trump's
me.
criminal organization.
He is I'm sorry, that was a little bit of a fat joke, and I apologize. He is within himself a criminal organization. Got hit by a car because somebody didn't have enough gas to get around them. It's all right.
When he sits around the house,
He sits around the house. Donald Trump's a criminal organization. Fill in the joke here. Also, can I just say the cherry on top yesterday was the January 6th officers and their families not
Yeah.
shaking
Wow.
Kevin McCarthy and Mitch McConnell's hands.
Did you see Mitch McConnell with his hand out?
He took his hand out of the shell. And he,
Oh.
oh my God, it was a thing from high school. Psych. Just went.
Oh,
Chuck
it wasn't
Schumer
even psych. It
skipped
was just
right
like,
over
I'm
them.
just ignoring you.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Right.
do not exist to me.
Right.
Which is a beautiful thing.
Yes. Chris, who said they're just two-faced? I'm just tired of them standing there and saying how wonderful the Capitol Police are, and then they turn around and go down to Mar-a-Lago and kiss his ring and come back. It just hurts. Who said that?
Tennessee tuxedo.
No, Gladys Sicknick, Brian Sicknick's mother. Okay. Yeah, was explaining why. I'm good for them.
Yes. It's
You don't get to
about
just
time.
say what you say the right thing on January 7th, and then ever since then, you're just like, oh, this didn't happen, or blah, blah, blah.
Oh, they all got up there and gave speeches about how honorable they were. It's like, yeah, show us.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. And they're going to let them go ahead and investigate the January 6th investigators.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
By the way, this also, January 6th news, Liz Cheney says the missing Secret Service text that proves some agents lied to the committee will be included in the final report,
I can't-
expected to be released.
Where's that from?
She was talking about it.
I have
they
not
asked
seen her
Liz
say
Cheney
that.
about the Secret Service. I mean, I don't know if that's the missing ones, but I think clearly they lied. I don't know what exactly
yeah,
they have to prove.
we understand that they lied, but
Right.
I don't
if-
know about those texts.
I don't know if it's the ones we're talking
Yeah.
about, but it sounds like. Anyway, where was I? Oh,
Are you okay?
huh? Yeah. No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. There was another tweet I was looking for. I'm sorry. I'm almost drowning in my own phlegm. Oh, by the way, Miles Taylor, real quick, because we've been talking about this Hunter Biden laptop, whatever. Nothing.
Non-story.
burger. Right, exactly. Miles Taylor, our buddy, our
Yeah.
pal, of the Trump administration, said the Twitter files are silly. I was in the room when top tech companies briefed public officials about election security efforts on their platforms. You know who was also in the room? Trump White House officials. They never protested. Thank you. That's what I couldn't get about the whole story. I'm like, wait, when Trump was in power, Joe Biden, right?
Yeah.
Joe Biden wasn't in government of any
Right,
kind.
right,
Like
right.
this was all about the government, held this story back. I'm like, no, Trump was in charge.
Right,
Trump
yeah.
administration
Biden
officials
was a
were in the
private
room.
citizen.
Right. Thank you.
Both
Exactly.
Bidens were.
Didn't I just say that?
Ow.